welcome back to my channel. Today I'm here with a tag video. This tag was created by the lovely, amazing Moon Perfumes, my good friend here on YouTube. She is truly somebody I can call my good friend. She is a very genuine, authentic person, you guys, and I love her channel. I really highly recommend you check out her channel. She has an amazing collection of perfumes and she's very passionate about it, and she really knows her perfumes, and she has a variety of options for you guys. She talks about a variety of different perfumes, designer, niche, pricey, and affordable. She talks about it all. She has something for everybody. She's very inclusive, very sweet, and she's very genuine. And you don't see that in very many people on YouTube or anywhere really. Truly appreciate her, and I've come to value our friendship we've developed. Moon Perfumes, don't forget to check out her channel. I will link it down in the description box for you guys. Thank you so much, Moon, for tagging me in this lovely tag you've created, and I cannot wait to share fragrances that make me happy. So let's get right to it. I think I'm gonna start with something really lovely, something that always is comforting and makes me happy, makes me feel relaxed and lovely and pretty. I've talked about this, I think maybe once or twice on my channel. It is Jasmins Marzipane from the Maison Lancôme line, you guys. I love this thing. Look at the bottle, by the way. So those are jasmines kind of engraved on the gold plate. So by the way, the cap is magnetic, you guys. Oh my god, I'm not gonna spray the perfumes today, you guys. All of these perfumes have great projection. This is such a beautiful jasmine almond. So Jasmins Marzipane. Marzipan is an icing that's made from almonds. So this has almonds in it. This is a jasmine almond fragrance. It's a beautiful jasmine. It's a very natural smelling jasmine, and it's kind of like has that spa vibe, but only don't go there because this is much better than even spa smells. It smells like a very expensive natural jasmine scent, and that almond in it really rounds it up and gives it like that depth and not that additional layer. Such a pretty jasmine. It's one of my best jasmines in my collection, and it has another very comforting note in here, sandalwood. And that in the base you can smell that like very sort of smooth sandalwood scent with almond. So there's jasmine, I think like a double dose of jasmine in here. There's almond, there's sandalwood, there's vanilla. There's a little bit of musk that kind of gives it that edge. It's a very white floral, almond, woody, nutty, sweet, vanilla, powdery, floral, fruity scent. It's such a gorgeous scent, you guys. Every time I wear this I feel like a goddess, and I feel relaxed and happy, you know. So definitely one of my happy fragrances right here. I love the way this makes me feel, you guys. Always relaxes me. Sometimes I tend to wear this at nighttime after a shower to make me feel like I am just relaxed and feel like a goddess, like fresh, you know. It just comforts me and it makes me feel really happy. So the first one is Jasmins Marzipane by Maison Lancôme. Next I have something I did a dedicated review of, you guys. I will link it up here. I love this fragrance. It is more on the pricey side, but I really treasure this. This is a fragrance that is priceless, really. Yes, it is expensive, but to me it's very much priceless because of the way it makes me feel. It makes me feel happy. It transports me to a vacation, to sparkling water, white sandy beaches. It just makes me so happy. It makes me feel like I'm on vacation. It is none other than Tiziana Terenzi Telea. This here, you guys, is from the Sea Stars collection of Tiziana Terenzi. Oh my god. This fragrance, I just never have to, I mean, I can smell it over here. I'm in love with this fragrance, you guys. This right here is a beach exotic vacation in a bottle, you guys. Like, that's the best way to describe it. It's like a beach exotic island vacation in a bottle. That's what this is. I mean, when I smell this, I smell those beautiful white yellow florals, but it's not just like a floral fragrance, you guys. It's very fruity. and it has this like undertones of like aquatic marine undertones that kind of reminds you of sparkling waters, white sandy beaches. It just really transports you. I am not kidding. When I smell this, immediately I am on an island. I am in the Mediterranean or somewhere tropical, on a white sandy beach next to sparkling blue waters, lying on a beach, relaxing with no care in the world, happy as a clam. That's how I feel with this fragrance. This right here, no matter what the price of this is, to me, it's priceless. Priceless. This is in my top 10 for life, you guys. When I run out of this bottle, I'm getting it again. I will get this perfume over and over again, no matter what. I will never want to be without it. It's a very sweet, fruity, floral, aquatic, musky, woody, fresh citrus aromatic fragrance. I mean, not to mention the high quality ingredients in these perfumes, you guys. This Tiziana Terenzi ones, the Sea Stars collection especially blows my mind. It has Calabrian bergamot, Sicilian orange, hawthorn flower, Bulgarian rose, Romagna pear, Loctrite jasmine, Peruvian heliotrope, Cambodian argawood, which is oud. It's like a high quality oud. There's ambergris, there's musk. It's just, I'm not going to read all the notes, you guys, because I've done a dedicated video for it. I linked it up there, and I will also link it down in the description box. This is worth the price, in my opinion. It really is. For the, I mean, starting from the packaging, which is super. This is like porcelain, and this right here is hand painted gold. And these bottles, you guys, they are to die for. And I believe these are waterproof as well, this Sea Stars collection. It is just worth the price, in my opinion. It's something that is a must-have in my collection. I'll always have this, and I use this sparingly for when I really want to have that feeling. I'll be wearing this on my summer vacation for sure. I'll be rocking this throughout the summer. I'll be wearing this on my vacation. A must-have in my bag whenever I go on vacation for sure. And it's not just for vacations, you guys. I mean, all throughout the summer, whenever I want to have that feeling of, you know, being on a white sandy beach, I'll be wearing this. This is Tiziana Terenzi Telea. Next, I have another Tiziana Terenzi, you guys, and I have to mention this because it does make me feel very happy. Not only does it make me happy, it makes my husband happy too. So this one is Tiziana Terenzi Tabit. This one is sexy. It's a sexy fragrance that also happens to make me feel so happy. It's happiness in a bottle. It's, again, white sandy beaches in a bottle. This literally has a sand note in it. How original is that? I mean, Paolo Terenzi is an amazing perfumer, you guys. I mean, I just love Tiziana Terenzi. The ingredients they use, the quality of it, the note structure, the composition, it's always impeccable. Oh my goodness. This smells like beautiful white sandy beach. The sand, I can literally smell the sand. I'm lying on sand on a beautiful island, you know, surrounded by sparkling blue waters, aqua blue. I can literally smell the white hot sand. This is gonna be one of my top fragrances this summer, you guys. I'll be wearing this, believe me, especially having been locked up in the house with COVID. The moment I'm able to get out of the house and go on a getaway, this is coming with me. And also this summer, when COVID eases up a little bit and people get out and about, and I'm out and about in the summertime with my family and going places, doing things, I'll be wearing this fragrance, you guys. I'll be feeling like I'm on an exotic island all summer whenever I wear this. I don't have to literally be on a vacation. Even before COVID lifts up and summertime comes, and let's say we can't quite get there out, you know, and mingle and socialize quite yet, out and about and run around, I would still be wearing this and I'll feel like I am on a vacation. But I tell you what, the moment I can get away on vacation, I'll be packing this. Rest assured that it'll be a beach getaway. I'll be bringing this along with Telea. Let's say that I was on my summer vacation on a beach getaway and I brought this with me. I'm gonna wear Telea during the day and I'm gonna wear Tabit on a dinner date at nighttime on that beautiful exotic island. So I think Tabit is something also you can wear during the day. I can also wear it at nighttime, going out to a fancy dinner, whatever it is. I'll be wearing Tabit. I can guarantee you that. This has like a beautiful fresh opening with bergamot, some fresh notes. There's coconut and warm sand as a note. And then this has a bunch of floral notes in the middle. It's got a sweetness to it because there's candy in the base. There's woody notes, vanilla, musk, and amber in the base as well. It is such a sexy, sexy perfume to wear on a perfect exotic island beach getaway. That doesn't mean you shouldn't be rocking this all throughout the summer, no matter what you're doing this summer. If we can, especially if we can get out and do stuff, I will be rocking this fragrance whenever I can. It makes me feel happy because it makes me feel like I'm on an island getaway on a sexy day. You know what I mean? And I feel sexy, and feeling sexy makes me happy. So it is definitely a fragrance that makes me feel happy. I think before the Tiziana, Terenzi, Tabit, and Telea, I had other fragrances, but these two are definitely up there in terms of fragrances that make me feel happy. Tiziana, Terenzi, Tabit. Then I have a fragrance I talked to you about so many times. It's my signature scent, especially during the summertime. I talked about it in the last two videos, I believe, too, so I'm not gonna really stay here very long. It is none other than Ceylon. It makes me feel happy because it's the perfect perfume for me. It makes me feel confident, it makes me feel fresh, it makes me feel sexy. So it's everything you want from a perfume all in one. To me, this is the perfect perfume. It is signature scent worthy. It has been my signature scent mostly in the summertime, from spring to summer. There is a marine quality to this because of the ambergris in the base notes. Again, I'm not going to go through all the notes because I just did it in the last two videos. So there is that blackcurrant in the opening, which adds this beautiful fruity freshness to this fragrance. That's like a burst of fruity freshness when you first spray it on, and then that freshness stays on because in the base there's ambergris that gives it this marine aquatic quality. Check out my other videos where I talk about this, my last two videos, and I've talked about this before that too. This makes me feel happy because it's my signature scent. It makes me feel confident, it makes me feel sexy, it makes me feel fresh. I just really love the way I feel when I wear this fragrance. It is Giorgio Armani Ceylon. Next, I have a fragrance that has nostalgia attached to it. It is something that brings me back beautiful, beautiful memories from our honeymoon, me and my husband. So it's a fragrance that I discovered on our honeymoon in Paris. So it's always going to be one of the fragrances that makes me feel very happy when I smell it. You know, fragrances have scent memories, you guys, so there's nostalgia attached to fragrances. There's like this emotional connection sometimes. Every time I wear this perfume, it transports me to Paris. I wore this all throughout our honeymoon in Paris. This is Dynastie by Marina de Bourbon. So this one, you guys, I'm in Paris right now. I can feel us walking through the streets of Paris. My husband bought me this perfume from a perfume boutique inside Versailles. So it is always going to be a cherished fragrance. I think about Versailles and I think about Paris. I think about, you know, the Louvre. I think about all those beautiful things we did together when I wear this fragrance. It's always going to be one of those fragrances that transports me to our honeymoon. So guys, when I smell this fragrance, I am immediately transported to Paris. I am walking on the streets of Paris with my husband. We're in Versailles. We're walking in the gardens of Versailles. Oh man. I can just literally see us. I'm transported back. We were having champagne in the gardens and I was wearing this fragrance. He had just bought it for me inside the palace. I am just transported, you guys. There's something really, really classy about this perfume, very expensive about this perfume. I feel very sophisticated, classy, elegant, expensive, rich. It just makes me feel some kind of way. I feel like I'm at a fashion show in Paris. There's a greenness about this, freshness about this, there's powderiness about this fragrance. It's kind of violet, it's kind of rose, it's kind of fruity, it's kind of fresh. It's beautiful. In the opening this has green apple, orange, and a bunch of green notes, which is like a beautiful opening. In the middle you have like rose, hyacinth, and violet, which hyacinth I don't have any other fragrance with that note in it. And in the base you have sandalwood, white musk, cedar, like woody notes and musk. It's a very sophisticated fragrance. Sophisticated is the word that comes to my mind. Fashionable and sophisticated. Oh, did I tell you guys this is the golden version? The same one comes in different versions, different flankers. I mean, in 30 years from now, if I can still get a hold of this fragrance, I'll be having it. No matter how many times I'll have to rebuy it. It's kind of hard to find it in the US, you guys. So my husband bought this bottle in Paris, and then I bought a backup. It's really hard to find this fragrance in the US, you guys. I mean, it was like pulling a tooth. But I got my hands on a backup. But, you know, especially with COVID, I don't know when we'll go back to Paris. So when we do go back to Paris someday here soon, I'll be buying like, I don't know, 4 or 5 bottles of it to have many backups. The thing is, you can't buy too many bottles, then it goes bad. As long as I can get my hands on this perfume, it's always going to be one of my happy scents. It's gonna have nostalgia attached to it forever. It's got that scent memory that immediately transports me to our romantic, amazing honeymoon. We both had so much fun on our honeymoon. We enjoyed it a lot, and we just cannot wait to get back to Paris as soon as possible. Speaking of nostalgia, I have a perfume. I don't think, I can guarantee you guys, no one has talked about, you guys. I don't think so. I've never seen anybody talk about this. Well, because it is a vintage perfume at this point. It was released in the 90s, I believe. It is basically a vintage perfume at this point. It is one of my all-time favorite fragrances though, you guys. There's something to be said about the fragrance houses in the US. A lot of people always think it has to be a fragrance house from Paris for things to smell good. We have some amazing fragrance houses here in the US, you guys, that release the most amazing fragrances. This is one of them, and it's gonna remain one of my top nostalgic happy fragrances. So it is Safari by Ralph Lauren. It smells very exotic. It smells just exotic is the word. I used to wear this. This was my first perfume when I was super young, like 17, 18. I started wearing this perfume. This perfume was a gift, and there's a story behind that. In the early 2000s, and that's how I fell in love with this fragrance. So this is my first sort of signature scent, I suppose. And it's kind of how I got my fragrance journey started when I was super young. Now it's been about, what, almost 20 years since then, and I still love this fragrance. It is always gonna be in my collection for nostalgia, if not anything else. This smells, how do I put my finger on it? It smells exotic. I don't know how else to describe it. I'm not gonna even begin to tell you all the notes in this fragrance, you guys. There are a lot of notes in here. It's a very complex composition, very unusual fragrance notes that are in a beautiful blend that creates this exotic scent. I will always love this. I like to wear this when I'm going out. It's a fragrance that's especially great for nighttime. I used to wear this to go out when I was super young. I used to wear this clubbing, when I went out to dinner, whenever I went out to a party. I used to wear this fragrance. Back in the day, I used to rock this. It's a very aromatic, green, warm, spicy, fresh, spicy, balsamic, floral, sweet, citrus, earthy, even slightly herbal, which is very sexy herbal in here. Very, very unique scent. This is like very exotic floral notes and fruity notes in the opening that I really love. Like blackcurrant is always a very fresh fruity note to put in the opening, put in the top notes. I think there's blackcurrant, cassis, mandarin, orange, and then there's like hyacinth in the opening, tagetes, galbanum, narcissus. This crazy floral notes, very exotic floral notes. In the middle you have orange blossom, narcissus, rose, jasmine, orris root, and there's a little bit of rosemary, adding that little bit of herbally touch. And in the base you have all the sexy base notes like vetiver, amber, sandalwood, patchouli, and cedar. It's very complex composition. It is a gorgeous fragrance that I'll always cherish and will always be one of my happy scents. A huge nostalgia attached to it. Every time I smell it, it transports me to my very young days. I can literally smell my young adulthood, you know. Safari by Ralph Lauren. Next, I have a fragrance that also makes me super happy because of the yellow and white floral notes in here. It is a gorgeous perfume that kind of transports me to a tropical paradise, and I always feel really happy when I smell this, and it also has a nostalgic feeling attached to it. It is Fragrance de Bois Oud Jaune Intense. So this one, you guys, is the most beautiful yellow floral fragrance ever. Very tropical, very yellow floral fragrance. There's white florals in it too. It's a very natural smelling yellow floral. It's a very fruity, sweet, yellow floral, white floral, tropical fragrance. It's not very complex. It's like those are the accords that I'm getting. It's truly, in a true sense, a tropical yellow, white floral fragrance that's fruity. And I love the pineapple in the opening, you guys. There's ylang, there's Tahitian tiare flower and other fruity notes in the opening. There's a beautiful bunch of white florals in the middle, like jasmine, orange blossom, and there are more white floral notes. And in the base you have oud, musk, and vanilla. It has that edge, you know, although it's a yellow white floral with the oud and with the musk, and there's vanilla to round it up. It is one of the most gorgeous yellow floral fragrances ever, you guys. This is Fragrance de Bois Oud Jaune Intense. So the other happy fragrance of mine, you guys know it's also by Fragrance de Bois. I have to mention it. I'm gonna mention it real quick because I actually just talked about it in my other video that you saw linked up there. It is Oud Rose Intense by Fragrance de Bois. Oh, this smells very luxurious. This smells rich, you guys. It smells very sophisticated. It smells very refined. There's a freshness about this fragrance. It's oud and rose combo that you see a lot, but it's not your typical oud and rose. This is a very fresh interpretation of oud and rose that I've not seen anywhere else in any other fragrance. It's truly unique. It is very unique. It smells super luxurious, expensive, amazing fragrance, you guys. I love this so much. It's a very rose, fresh, spicy, woody, aromatic, warm, spicy, sweet, citrusy scent. In the opening you have a bunch of beautiful fruity notes and bergamot. In the middle you get that gorgeous rose, geranium, amber, and sandalwood. And in the base you get 100% pure organic vintage oud, which is super expensive. The oud in here is, like I said, it's a very expensive pure oud that's organic, 100% organic pure oud. It's very clean oud. It's a very refined kind of oud. It's not like in your face kind of barnyard oud at all. Ah, so good, you guys. There's something very super sophisticated about this fragrance. There's nothing like it really, and I feel like $1,000,000 when I wear this. It makes me happy because it gives me this feeling of luxury. It makes me feel put together. It makes me feel confident and just overall happy. So it is Fragrance de Bois Oud Rose Intense. Next I have a perfume I've talked so much about on my channel, so I'm not going to go over it much. This one again is a gorgeous yellow floral, white floral fragrance, especially the frangipani note in this. And the moment I said that, you guys know what it is. really makes me feel happy. It's so beautiful, so ethereal. It's none other than Prada La Femme. It makes me feel happy because there's a nostalgic feeling attached to the note of frangipani, because I remember the smell of frangipani from my childhood. There's nostalgia attached to it. So I definitely love, 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 love it. It is the most amazing yellow floral fragrance. I've always loved it. This smells so good. That frangipani is what makes this fragrance, what comes through the most. There's ylang ylang, so mixed in with that ylang ylang, that frangipani, they are in a dance together. It's a very predominantly yellow floral, honey, white floral, tropical, woody, animalic, powdery scent. I just love it. It's very tropical, you guys. It feels like a tropical fragrance, which is really good for spring and summertime both. I mean, that frangipani in here is what comes through the most with ylang ylang, which together they are so beautiful together in here. There's tuberose too, but the ylang ylang and frangipani really come through first. That's what you smell the most. There's magnolia and bergamot in the opening. There's that frangipani, ylang ylang, tuberose, iris in the middle, and in the base you have that beeswax note. There's vanilla and vetiver. Beautiful fragrance with a slight bit of edge to it. It is not your typical yellow floral. It is gorgeous. It's classy. It gives me those tropical vibes. It has nostalgia attached to it. It makes me feel happy. Prada La Femme. Next I have a fragrance, and I just talked about this as well. This one is mainly, it makes me happy because it smells so good, first of all, and it's a very comforting scent. It's very comforting, and also because of the memories attached to it. We were having an amazing time at Disney World one day, and my husband bought it for me at Disney World, and many years after I'm still wearing it. This is not the same bottle. I went through a whole bottle already. This is Zadig and Voltaire's This Is Her. This one is a very edgy sandalwood fragrance, you guys. That sandalwood is just so creamy in here. This is very lactonic because of that whipped cream note in here. That whipped cream with the sandalwood, those are the two things you smell the most. The creamy sandalwood and that lactonic accords from that whipped cream, that sweetness. It's very comforting scent, at the same time very edgy. A woman who is not your typical woman would wear this fragrance. You know, somebody who is confident, somebody who is different, who wants to be different. It's a very lactonic, sweet, vanilla, powdery, woody, warm, spicy, soft, spicy, musky scent. There's musk in here that gives it that edge, that sexiness. There's pink pepper and jasmine and I think silkwood blossom or something in the opening. And in the middle, it has that chestnut, which makes it kind of nutty. There's that whipped cream, there's vanilla in the middle. And in the base, you get the sandalwood and cashmere wood, which is gorgeous. It's a very comforting, at the same time sexy and edgy sandalwood perfume. This one has, again, memories attached to it. It's very comforting. It makes me feel confident, happy, you know, like myself, you know what I mean? It's different. You know, somebody who dares to be different would wear this fragrance. It's very beautiful, don't get me wrong. It's very pretty, beautiful. It's a very gorgeous scent. It's not like you're trying to be different in a bad way. It's different in a very good way. This is Zadig and Voltaire, This Is Her. Next I have something that I never thought would be one of my happy fragrances. This is one of the newest additions in my fragrance collection, so it hasn't been with me very long, but it's become one of my happy scents because it's so gorgeous. It makes me feel really put together, confident and sexy and happy. This one is Mancera Instant Crush. I love this bottle, you guys, this ombre gold. And the cap, by the way, is magnetized, you guys. Oh, this is a very sexy, gorgeous fragrance, you guys. It makes me feel some kind of way. And again, makes me feel happy inside, a sexy, put together. It's a very warm, spicy vanilla, amber, rose, citrus, woody, earthy fragrance. A bunch of beautiful citrus notes in the opening, like Sicilian orange, Sicilian bergamot, ginger, there's saffron, I think there's Moroccan rose and Egyptian jasmine, amberwood, and patchouli, Indonesian patchouli, I think in the middle. And in the base you have vanilla, musk, and sandalwood and oak moss, giving it a little earthiness and musky quality, and the earthy quality with the vanilla. which rounds this up really well. Every time I wear it, it's the perfect perfume. I don't have to think very much if I want to feel confident, sexy, and feel happy. So it's definitely a win every time I reach for this fragrance. It's Mancera Instant Crush. So that's it, you guys. Those are my 10 happy fragrances, and of course I have more fragrances in my collection that make me happy. In fact, all of them do, with an exception of a very few. But these are fragrances that really have something special attached to them, invoke certain feelings in me and brings back memories and transports me to happy places and happy memories. So that's why I chose these particular fragrances. I would love to know what you guys' happy fragrances are. Please let me know down in the comment section below. Thank you, Moon Perfumes, for tagging me. You are such a lovely person. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and ring that notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload, so you won't miss out on any other videos. I will see you guys in my next video.